Hello, hello. Hi. Move my camera over here. We'll see how this goes today. Hello. Sorry I didn't go live. Did I not go live yesterday? I don't think I went live yesterday. I can't remember now. Anyways, my daughter left yesterday to go back to Arkansas. So it's a little bit different this week, which is fine. That's great, right? I mean, that's how life is, and that's the blessing to owning your own business is you can kind of cater to your loved ones and so forth without asking for PTO or all the things, which is nice. Which is why I love doing what I do. Um, excuse me, but with no further ado, we're going to get started because we have a lot to cover today, and it's going to be all about struggling with growth. And why I say that is because it's kind of hit home with me a little bit on some things that I struggled with. And I just wanted to teach you what I've learned in the past and what I'm continuing to learn moving forward. So, excuse me. And I think that I don't know, I've got some drainage still. So I'll be taking a lot of drinks. I apologize, but it's my voice. So it is what it is. All right. So whenever you're growing your audience and you're finding maybe you're getting a little stagnant in what you're currently doing in growth in social media and so forth, there's a few things you need to think about. And you need to think about your audience. Okay. And a lot of this hit home with me whenever I was going through the Ultimate Branding course. And they really talk a lot about audience and why the audience is important and who you're speaking to and speaking true to who you are with that authentic voice and having authority. So having that confidence in what you're talking about. And this is all going to stem into what I'm going to tell you that you need to do for some homework. Okay. So if you're struggling with growth, or you're feeling kind of deflated. Okay, I hate to say that, but deflated to say better for lack of better terms or words, then this will be good for you to hear because it's important for you maybe to go back and look at the content you're producing. Or if you're new to digital marketing or affiliate marketing or social media in general, just thinking about when you're putting out content, making sure you're talking to the right person. Okay, and you've got that person identified and their pain points and so forth. So looking at my notes here. So the first thing is that whenever you're building an online presence, you're trying to build a community of friends. Okay. And in the online space, that can kind of be challenging sometimes, not gonna lie. So, but to do that, you have to find a way to relate with people. So you want to start taking imperfect action and just decide who it is that you want to speak to and what your mission is in your business and so forth. So, whenever I'm talking about these things, I'm going to move my notes over here too, by the way. So that way it is right there in front of me. There we go. Aha, that's much better. Okay. So decide for you who you want to become online friends with. And who do you want to engage with? Who would be someone that you could serve? Okay, always come from that servant heart, not from a get heart, from a give heart. So you're always giving, you're always serving other people instead of what am I going to get back in return, right? Because when we start thinking about the money and what we're going to get back in return, then we kind of become more disingenuous, and people start to see through that, and they start seeing a part of you that maybe you don't want to reflect. That's truly not you because you're doing what other people are doing just to make some money or to build inauthentic relationships, just to get a quick win. Okay. So I would say first, who do you want to reach out to? Who do you want to focus on for that group of people? Is there someone specific? Let me give you an example. I'm 44, so I'm really speaking more to people that are within 10 years younger and older than me, honestly. So usually they've got kiddos, they're busy, and maybe they're even like I am, 1 foot in and 1 foot out of empty nesting, right? So speaking directly to that person. I like Shalene Johnson. She is a influencer of sorts that I watch, and her thing, her title underneath her picture, her profile says 50 plus. So she's looking for women that are over 50 plus. Okay. They're perimenopausal or menopausal. She's getting very granular on that niche because there's a specific person she wants to speak to. And she did that honestly because she noticed that her social media growth was slow. And it's because she had such a large, broad net cast, but when she kind of brought it in more, it really helped her to funnel in the right people that she wanted to talk to that would engage with her. Because, it's different. Our people are just viewing things, but we want them to follow. We want them to share. Saves are great, but sometimes people don't go back to saves, but we really want people to follow, share, comment, um, actually engage and engage with our content and with us in the online space. So okay, so again, who do you want to reach? What do you want to focus on in that group of people? And then what are their pain points, their desires that you can relate with them on to help them solve? Okay, so what are those pain points, those problems that you're trying to help them solve? And think about pain points and problems you've had, because that is exactly that person that you're wanting to speak to is someone that's probably been where you're at or where you have been. Okay. You don't have to be you don't have to be like the most knowledgeable about all the things. You just have to be able to relate with that person with the knowledge that you have, if that makes sense. Because that's what's honestly going to get you the furthest in life. Okay. So again, just focus on those three things. So question one, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into these questions. But who do you want to be a part? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to have to be a part of your online community? That you could be your online friend, I guess you could say. Um, this is your audience. So again, it's people that you could serve and that you could solve a problem for. So dig deep into where you've been in life, the walk that you've had. And if you notice that you're struggling, again, getting views or getting followers, I would start there. Like really think about your values and are you portraying those values in your social media posts? Your values related to your niche, whether it's parenting, pets, wealth, health and fitness. Uh, real estate investment, whatever that niche looks like. Like mine is make money online. So I'm really honed in on women that are 10 years younger or older than me. So between 30 to, we'll say, 55 or so, that want to make their family a priority and want that freedom in their schedules and in their finances to be able to do those things. So that's where I'm honed in, that freedom piece. I mean, I've been let go from a job, so I understand that stability only can come from us. Truly, we cannot rely on other people for stability. Okay, it's got to come from us and our Lord, obviously, but really focus on those. Okay, that's my niche. Make money online and helping, and in that I'm helping busy mothers like myself to start their online business and be successful in it and feel supported and have community so that way they can grow and flourish because there is so much abundance out there. um, a lot of people think it's about being consistent, and it is about being consistent. A lot of what we do in the online space is about being consistent, but it's also about being committed to yourself. I made a post earlier about choose your hard. You choose your hard, because you know what? When you don't choose your hard, other people are choosing your hard for you. And what I mean is, like, when you work for someone else, they're telling you what to do. They're dictating your day, really. But when you choose your path, your hard, you're in control of that ship for the most part, and of that vessel for the most part. But it's a commitment to yourself. And if you can commit to work a 9 to 5 for someone else, but yet you hate it and you're having to ask for PTO and you hate doing that, then you can commit to yourself. Okay. So and that was a flip that had to switch for me whenever I came to where I was no longer working for anyone else. My husband's like, you're not gonna be happy working for someone else. You just got to work for yourself. I'm like, you're right. Um, so just having that flip switched. It's a new, I call it muscle memory. It's a new wrinkle in the brain you're having to create, right? It's a nursing thing I used to teach my patients, but you're creating a new wrinkle in your brain, a new muscle memory, and it can be challenging. So having that commitment to yourself will be so important. But again, question one is, who do you want to be a part of your online community that you could be online friends with? Okay, that's the person you want to talk to. Okay, because you could talk to them about it all day. You got to serve a problem for them or solve a problem for them and serve them. Okay, um, and why it's so much more easier to serve people than to sell people, because when you serve, the sell will come, but we all want to feel good, and helping other people usually makes most people feel good, right? So that serving, when you've got the right person, you've got that person identified, and you're serving the right person. Oh my gosh, it just fills your heart with so much joy. Okay, so that's question number one. Again, who do you want to be a part of your online community that you could be friends with? This is your audience. All right. So again, dive deep. Think about where you've been. Okay, write down those pain points you've had, the problems that you needed solved. Okay, because that is your ideal audience. Okay, so question number 2 is, what problem do you want to solve for your audience? Like, what pain points did you have that you can solve for your audience, right? Because you've been through this. Remember, this has probably been a past you, right? So what can you, the future you, solve for the past you? So put yourself in that place and think, okay, what can I do for this person? Okay. Um, and dive down deep into how you felt. Like, how did you feel? Because you felt this way before, right? Like, how did you feel? What did you do to get through these things? Who did you reach out to? What were some resources and so forth that you had to dive into to get to where you are? But again, that's question number 2. So, what problem do you want to solve for your audience? What do you want to create around that? So what could you create around that problem that you could solve for someone, whether it's a digital product? I love digital products. I think they do a lot for a lot of people. Maybe it's a webinar, maybe it's a coaching consulting, whatever that problem is you could solve. If you want to go into bookkeeping, what could you solve within bookkeeping, and create content around that. So talking about that with bookkeeping, you could talk about the benefits to bookkeeping, the ideal client you want to serve with bookkeeping. Some people that are in bookkeeping want to serve real estate. They want to serve construction. They want to serve healthcare. So, you can get that niche down. You can get that audience specific even. So think about that experience you've had in the past. My husband's worked IT for years. He's worked for lawyers. He's worked for Sprint, so cell phones. He's worked for Cerner, which is an EMR technology, electronic medical record technology. He's worked for medical clinical trials technology. Um, but I say that because some people in the IT world want to work in banking. They want to work in electronic medical records or healthcare or something like that. So just again, you can get that granular. Okay. Um, and then question 3 is, what are the pain points and desires of your audience that you described looking to solve in your niche? Okay, so again, what are the pain points and desires of that audience that you described that you can solve within that niche? Again, those are the 3 main questions that if you start going back to a drawing board and ask yourself as you're creating your content, does my content serve these questions? Does my content solve a problem for my clients? Is my content relatable for my ideal client? Just think about those things whenever you create the content. And the content could be you doing something around your house, but the message in that caption is what's important. Okay, the message on that screen is what's important. For me, it's moms, like I said, right? So I do a lot of things showing what moms do, and then there's that caption that they can resonate with. And like, yeah, I know what that feels like. I'll tell you, it was really cool. My mother-in-law stopped by on, what day was that? Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. What's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday, so it wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday. She stopped by Tuesday. It feels like it's Friday. Anyway, she stopped by Tuesday, and she let us know Monday she was going to stop by Tuesday. But no skin off my back. I didn't have to ask for PTO. I didn't have to take any time off. I was already home. I was already available. I just had to switch around some things, go live later, what have you. But I have that flexibility in my business. When you work for someone else, you have to ask for PTO. You have to let people know that you're going to be out. You have to worry about how much PTO you take, because you might only have a certain amount of PTO, all the things. You have to request the PTO within a certain amount of time, and the manager has to approve it in a certain amount of time, or you get points deducted. I mean, it's just kind of crappy, really. Like, other people are dictating your life, okay? Like I said earlier, you're hard. You choose your hard, or you let someone else choose your hard for you. You have too many PTO days off, you could get canned. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, it was nice. It was super nice to be present when you want me to be present. We went and watched the movies Monday. My husband, my daughter, and I. My son didn't care to see it, but we watched it at 1:30 in the afternoon. We went and watched 1:30 in the afternoon movie. It was amazing. Okay. But anyway, so again, I digress, but that's the beauty to having your own and owning your own. Okay. Comment the word guide if you want to learn about digital affiliate marketing and how I've been able to do this for myself and my family. But I'd be remiss not to mention that, it takes work. It does take work. It's not like it happens overnight. And there are strategies I've had to learn to be successful in it. But the great thing is they're very learnable. I can learn them because I'm a nurse and if I could put an IV in someone or do a catheter in someone or take someone's blood pressure, take someone's blood sugar, draw labs, I can surely do something like this, right? Anyway, so I just want to share that with you. Another thing too is while you're building this engaging content with people that again serves and gives, right? And it's not all about sales, it's about building relationships. Think about those little times in your day or those micro moments in your day that you can share with your audience, showing you doing housework or doing something fun with your family. That's what, or maybe scrubbing if you've got pets, maybe scrubbing pet accidents out of your carpet. I don't know. I've got pets, so that's near and dear to me too. But make that content relatable to the pain points of your client. Um, uh, this is going to sound funny, and you'll see it later. But I did a video of me shaving my legs today, and I thought, you know what? Do it messy, do it anyways. And I thought to myself when I was doing that, I was like, you can't just throw content out without putting any thought into it. Like, why am I throwing this out there? Like, I want to engage with people, or it could be a bloody mess. That's kind of like the message behind my thing. But women shave their legs, right? Us moms are shaving our legs. And but it's also relatable to my clients because I like to speak to my clients about how to have growth and how to grow their businesses and how to relate with other people. And when you have a mishap while you're shaving, you're going to have a heck of a bloody mess, right? You have to be intentional with your movements. So it's kind of that whole thing. So be creative and have fun with it. Now, I wasn't like that when I first started, y'all. I was not like that when I first started. Bought a few courses I actually promote, like the Ultimate Branding course taught me how to create a magnetic brand. And how to sell in the online space, which is super huge. I love the course, but the great thing is it's 100% profit. So once you buy it and you resell it, you get 100% profit. Amazing. Love that model. It's a master resell right product. So I can't mess it up, right? Because it's master resell rights. I can't rebrand it. All I can do is promote and sell that product for 100% profit, which I think is great. It's like a business in a box for someone that's just wanting to start in the digital market. So that's the great thing about, someone's trying to call, I'm hanging up on them. So that's kind of the great thing about UBC, the Ultimate Branding course. And there's PLR Project, which is all about PLR products, which is private label rights products. They have hundreds of digital products that you can rebrand, tweak, and resell at any price point. 100% profit. Love that too. Because whenever I started off in this journey, I wanted digital products to sell, and to create, to share my message and the fun little nuggets I've learned along the way. And I was like, gosh, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. These nuggets are already out there. Someone else already done it, and they have. And all I had to do is add my spin to it, which is great. That's what I like about PLR projects, PLR products through the PLR projects. The great thing is about UBC and the PLR project is that there'll never be any upsells. So once you buy into the courses or the products, they add new things weekly, and you don't have to worry about them increasing the price on you once you've bought into these products. And the great thing is that they're all very affordable. And I do offer payment plans with them, which, because I know it's important in this economy. You'll see some of my posts, hopefully, about how crappy the economy is. But it's important in this economy that we offer options for people that don't break the bank. Okay. So I do offer payment plans for those. And you can find them all through the link at the top of this post. Or in the guide. So comment guide, and I'll send you my beginner's guide to digital and affiliate marketing, because I think that's so important. Talking about affiliate marketing with the PLR project, there's also an affiliate opportunity with them, and they will pay you 70%. Yes. So you earn 70% of that sale of the project itself. But any products that you create, you get 100% profit from, which I love. But again, that's the PLR project. And UBC is 100% profit. Once you buy it once, then you resell it. So you buy it, you learn from it, and you resell it, 100% profit. Love that. What else? Those are the big ones. I have quite a few different PLR products that I have that I promote that are 100% profit to me, that are a benefit and a blessing to my clients. And then my potential and my and I have freebies in there as well that are PLR products that you can rebrand and tweak and so forth too. So go to my website and figure it out. But it's at the top of this post, but just go to the website and check it out. But I just want to be a blessing to people. I want to help people grow. I want to help them to not remain stagnant and stale, because I know what it's like. and it feels really crappy. But I was looking at someone's post earlier today, and they mentioned about being consistent. And it's not just being consistent; it's about being committed to yourself, committed to the process, committed to seeing your business through, and using your family as the reason to keep pushing and not the excuse not to. Okay. Like my mother-in-law came over. I could have shut down the entire day, but I didn't because I have huge growth plans for 2024. So I didn't shut down. I just kind of reswiveled a few things, and I actually added some of the things from Monday. And my daughter and my husband and I went to what's the movies, adding that micro moment in my stories, actually sharing that, because in your stories is where you build relationships with people. In your feed or your posts, your reels, your carousels, that is where you give that value add. But you can do value add with relationship building really well in your stories. And I love that because people need to know you, right? They need to know, like, and trust you before they really buy from you. And that's why I love the stories. And I'm posting my stories at least 5 to 8 times a day. And that's super important for that growth, to get people to know you and get inside your life. Like, this is my house. I'm facing my stovetop, and behind me is my living room. I bring you guys into my home, and that's important to have people go along that journey with you, to help build that know, like, and trust. And I love to build relationships with people. It's probably because it's the nurse in me, always wanting to build relationships with folks. But again, share those micro moments with people, because that's how you'll get people to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so I'm going to go through the questions again just to help you understand what needs to be added to your content, so that way you don't stay stagnant, stale, and you don't struggle to grow, and you can continue to grow. Um, Number one, who do you want to be friends with in the online space, and or who do you want to be a part of your community in the online space? Number two is, what problem can you solve for that person? And dive deep into this. Okay, so more than likely it's been a problem you've faced. Okay, so that would be number two, would be, what problem can you solve? And number three, like, what are the pain points, the desires of your audience that you can solve within that niche, and that you can create content around. Let's put it that way. So those are the three. And don't forget to bring in those micro moments in your life where you can bring people into your life to share. And if you have a faceless account, that is fine. That is great, actually, because you can do all of these with a faceless account. I'm obviously face forward, but with a faceless account, if you've got small kids, you don't have to show your kid's face, but you can show the back of their heads. You can show them playing on equipment. If you've got pets, you could show your pets. I mean, that doesn't matter really, per se, I don't think. If you like coffee, you'll see a lot of people showing that they're drinking coffee or what have you. So, but even with faceless, you can still bring people into your life without them really knowing who you are, which is kind of fun, right? But anyways, I'm kind of an open book person, so have at it. But I hope this is a blessing to you. You'll find these questions with the notes in wherever you're watching this, whether it's my Facebook or Instagram accounts, what have you. But you'll find the notes in there as well. But I hope this is a blessing for you. If there's anything else that maybe, I'm going to move my camera over, that you want more clarification on, you need more guidance on, just direct message me. I'm an open book, like I said. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. But honestly, UBC and the PLR project is what has probably helped my business grow the most as of recent. And it's just been because of the opportunities they give me. And I actually take time to learn. Like, I don't just buy them just to sit on them. I buy them to learn from them. And I've bought many courses, and I only promote courses that I've actually benefited from. And that's the reason why I have those two main ones as my main offers for y'all. But anyways, okay. So I will let you go. Have a great one. We will see you tomorrow at some point, probably around the same time. Hopefully we'll see. But again, comment the word guide. I'll send you my beginner's guide to digital affiliate marketing, which also has the inside scoop about many other things. So I will talk to you later. Have a great one.